Jess here with your August 2020 month-long reading. Don't forget that you can check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, stellium signs in order to get a better idea of what could be coming up ahead and what areas of your life you can expect to see those energies, or also possibly where in your life, if it's going to be primarily internal, external, those kinds of things. It can really help paint, a really nice holistic picture for you. I forgot to read maybe I can't remember if I did towards the end, but last time, anyways, I have the quote for this month, which is, "What we hope ever to do with ease, we must first learn to do with diligence," by Samuel Johnson. So I'll leave you guys with that while I start to shuffle for your reading, and we'll see what's ahead. All right, Aquarius, what is going on? So it looks like a lot of you guys are dealing I don't set out for these to be love readings. I set out for this to be like a holistic look at your life. Love and relationships, obviously a big part of that. So first I'm just going to address what I'm seeing on that front, because I see that some of you guys are really thinking heavily on some kind of relationship. You have heavy Neptune in here, so just understand that you're really not seeing this person clearly at this moment for some reason, because there is some variable here that is preventing that. You're seeing this person through watery eyes. You're seeing this person through Neptune, which always casts a haze. This person is a soulmate, and it feels like a very spiritual connection, and it feels like it's very faded. Some of you guys might be relying on someone for money as well. Like someone could come into your life and be a bit of a benefactor to you this month. But I feel like in regards to like this person's attention, you just feel like you haven't gotten this person's attention. You feel this strong tie with someone. It's causing you a lot of confusion. There's a lot of distance in between the two of you, but you are trying to leave that in the past. And it's just kind of leaving you stagnant and trying to look at something from a different perspective. I do feel like there is a relationship this month, regardless of whether or not this is romantic, that is causing some kind of spiritual transformation. And I do feel like this is one of those points in your soul's journey that has been fated for you to kind of deepen your own spirituality. I feel like I'm kind of getting third eye awakening. Like you guys are starting to see the world through your third eye, through spirituality. And at first, I'm not saying that you guys are not awakened or anything like this. I just relate to awakening as a process and not like a finite result at all. Like I just think it's like a thing that you always kind of have to relate to. So I feel like for some of you guys, you're reaching some new level of understanding that's confusing, and it's hard for you to kind of see through it. You're trying to feel your way through it, but there is a feeling of like, I'm just getting no air, which is kind of, oh, Jordan Sparks, no air. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. And that's, again, like this other song. So some of you guys might have gone through some kind of a breakup. There could have been a fight with you and someone. I kind of was hesitant about where I put these two down. But the star, this is your card, Aquarius. So I feel like you guys are in your energy this month, or you're trying, you know what, you're trying to get back to it. You guys don't feel like yourselves. You don't feel like yourselves lately. You're feeling very hazy. You like for things usually to be clearer. You're usually the person who kind of can help bring clarity to a situation. So I feel like you're just feeling distant from connection in general for some of you guys. You're really missing your friends. You're missing some kind of group. Maybe some of you guys don't even have internet access or something, or you choose to go on like an internet fast because you are undergoing some kind of spiritual like awakening. But there's some burden that you're just leaving in the past. There's something that's like very much been burdensome to you, and it has to do with your passions and just the way you're trying to probably do too much in the situation, and you just kind of have realized that. But it's like, just because you realize that what was not working for you in the past doesn't mean you necessarily know what to do in the future. And we can see that with the Five of Wands. So I feel like you're a little bit at odds with yourself. You're just feeling alienated from yourself a little bit in this way. And I feel like, yeah, a lot of you guys are feeling very emotional this month. But again, it's like you're undergoing some kind of spiritual initiation with the Hangman here. You have so much Piscean energy. Maybe you guys have a lot of Pisces in your chart, or if you're looking at your Western chart, you might be surprised to see that your sun is actually in Pisces in a Vedic chart, which is pulling in some of this like Piscean energy. But or some of you, your sun in Aquarius has progressed because you've been aging. It's progressed into Pisces. So, and maybe that's like something that's just now happening or something, but you're seeing the world through new eyes. You're seeing the world through more emotional eyes. And you're feeling some kind of a loss, like some kind of an energetic loss because of it. But you're choosing to stay here. You're trying to confront, so with the Bear card, this light attribute, trying to confront empowerment at the level of physical survival awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. I'm going to read that last part again. Awakens the spiritual authority. That's what's happening. And you know what? Ooh, I got chills. This is going to happen to everybody who has major Aquarius in their chart. Awakening the spiritual authority. Because let's get real, you guys. You are the harbingers of the age of Aquarius. If you have your sun sign in Aquarius, it's a big part of what you're doing. Your energy is so much needed right now. And I feel like you might be seeing this in some new kind of way. So some of you guys are undergoing some kind of emotional transformation. Literally, like, drink lots of water, possibly like take lots of baths. I do feel like maybe cocoon in the near future. I feel like you guys are going to be somewhat cocooning. Your eyes are being open to something, and it's something you can't turn away from. You guys, Aquarians are humanitarians. That's the soul's journey in Aquarius, and that's happening to us on a collective level. We have to learn how to nurture our skills and use them to be of service to others, right? It's not like to not be greedy, because your opposite sign is Leo. Shadow side Leo seeks to like have the spotlight all the time for their own personal gain, right? And the age of Aquarius, the big lesson there is not to make everybody little kings, and that's how we all become equal. That's shadow side Leo. With Aquarius, the Aquarian worldview is very much everybody has their place. And how can I do my part in the picture of the whole, and how can I be of service? And the soul's journey through Aquarius is supposed to master being of service. You guys are having this breakdown point where you're starting to just be overwhelmed. I really do feel like it's kind of an overwhelmed kind of a thing. And overwhelmed with like how much you want to give to the world. And it could be a specific situation. Some of you guys are really being called to help children in particular, especially long-term for some kind of a goal. Some of you guys are being called up to be teachers or spiritual teachers to children, or to help make something clear for children. As they grow up and as they age. A lot of you guys are being pulled to a teaching field, and it's divinely orchestrated. That's your fate. You guys, you might actually, that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? That a lot of Aquarians would be drawn to working with children here at the beginning of the age of Aquarius, because you're raising like the next crop. You're planting seeds. Okay, so you guys are busy. You guys came to live a busy life. Okay, I'm really sorry to be the one to tell you that, but that is something to be aware of. People are going to change when they come into contact with you. That's something that you guys are starting to realize, especially if you guys are here in your one-on-one relationships. If you guys are here for your Venus sign, like, just know that as well. You guys are being called to lead some kind of children's group in some way. Some of you guys want to work with children doing like kids yoga and mindfulness. Some of you want to fold that into a teaching plan. Some of you guys are realizing there is something spiritual about what you're trying to teach people. That has to do with spirit. Like, it's very practical, but it does involve some kind of spirituality, and the way that the practical meets some kind of spirituality. This is an Aquarius moon card. So this is you. You guys might feel a little sneaky here. You might be keeping a lot to yourself. You're in a hyper observant mode here. You might be, again, the reason this is so Aquarian is because the traditional card is like this guy sneaking between two camps. He steals a few swords, and instead of like invoking the whole army, you know, like Leo, the king, would do, right? So it's something that can often mean like just doing something that doesn't make sense to a lot of other people. That's something that you're being called to do. I feel like you're marinating in something right now. And some of you guys, like, you are being called to like self-isolate in order to I'm like literally wrap yourself in a cocoon. This is literally, oh my gosh, I didn't even see that card. So if you guys like watch my other readings, you know that a lot of times I just take this one card at a time, like while the story unfolds. And this card here, so this is the energy that you need to embrace in order to get to the highest vibrational outcome of this. You're literally cocooning. Like, you're actually cocooning for at least a little bit of this month because you're undergoing a spiritual transformation. And, you know, the symptoms of a spiritual transformation are super weird. So you might just notice like a bunch of, like, you just feel weird. I feel like this month you just feel weird, like flat out. I also feel like a lot of you guys, you don't really want to like do work or practical stuff because you are, I feel like a lot of you guys are feeling held back by having to do some, you feel pulled in a lot of different directions, and you're honing in on some kind of life mission, spiritual mission that you have. And it's on your mind like over and over. Just keeps showing up. So if you guys want to listen to this song, this is about a love connection. Some of you guys are thinking about a love connection. So it's Got You on My Mind by NF. Laying in my bed, I'm just staring at the ceiling, baby. I just want to know if you feel what I'm feeling, baby. Got you on my mind, yeah. Tell me what the deal is lately. Deal is lately. Sometimes I hold back from saying I miss you, but I miss you. So there's something, I feel like you guys are reminiscing about something from the past. Some of you guys could have suffered some kind of big loss. Honestly, it's and whatever this is, it's deeply tied to your spiritual mission. You guys, I'm seeing you guys isolating. There's so much 12th house energy, and that deals with isolated spaces. Maybe some of you guys even, if you're protesting, just be very mindful about an arrest of any kind. Like that could be something. And if that, I don't want to put anything scary into your mind, but like this 12th house deals with isolated places like prisons or hospitals. Some of you guys want to work in a hospital is what I'm seeing. The long-term future, you guys, is the 6 of Cups, children. And I'm noticing like the highest vibrational outcome, you have the 7 of Cups, which is Neptune. One of these cups is turned over to reveal the sun here. And then you have the 6 of Cups again. I really feel like a lot of you guys are being called as a divine mission to work with children. To work with children in some way, and in a spiritual way too, but they're like an Aquarian would. I feel like you might be it might be more practical. It doesn't have to be like, you don't literally have to be teaching like meditation and mindfulness to children or anything like that. Maybe some of you are called to be just like, academic teachers or something like that, but it's like, there is a way that just through you being yourself, like you're going to infuse that into your work with children. You want to move forward, but you're also very scared to move forward for some reason here, because it's like you guys are leaving one mode of life and like you're undergoing a huge transformational process. And what's crazy is we don't have any scorpionic energy here to that. It's all Piscean. It's all Piscean. This is heavy transcendence. I don't feel like this has to do so much with materialism as it has to do with some kind of spiritual release. There's something that you're just kind of releasing in order to take up a different mantle. Your friends around you, I feel like, could be moving. They could be expanding. They could be studying. The people around you, there's something that it could come from people around you that some of you guys could lose someone this month. I'm so sorry, but like that is kind of what I'm getting as well, and it sends you into a bit of an existential crisis, because I'm seeing change coming from the people around you, either your friends or family, possibly like a mother figure. Someone's watching over you. Someone's really keeping a sharp eye on you to make sure that you're okay and to make sure that you're eating and like you're doing all this kind of stuff. I hope this isn't scaring you. If you're like, I'm completely fine now. I'm about to clarify some of these energies, but there's a lot of like just confusing energy, you know? Yeah, the Father of Wands, I feel like you guys are being called up to your soul's mission and something that's going to fulfill you and someone else. And through taking time away to rest, you're going to have some kind of realization here that something's just not working and that you want to be part of changing it. Yeah. And cutting out the things that no longer are serving you or the people around you, and especially children. Clarify the 10 of Wands. 7 of Wands. I feel like there's something that you're realizing about the way some of you have been like very defensive over your beliefs or something in the past. You're just trying to be above all that now. You're pulling back. You're getting more of a meta view of this where you're able to see more variables than just like you being in the situation. You're almost seeing yourself as a variable in some kind of situation because there is a relationship here that you feel some kind of loss around. Yeah. What's the star doing here? Whoa. Oh my gosh, the star clarified by the star. You guys, this is dealing with like your overall life mission. You're being called. This song, and I sang this in another reading, I think, but there's a song called Calling All the Messengers. I think it's a Christian song, but it's like, it's a rap song, and it's calling all the messengers, calling all the messengers. You're hearing some kind of call. Okay, that is way too many cards. Yeah, your friends and family, people are like kind of leaving. You're just, I feel like your life's composting. It's like turning over in some way. You're undergoing some kind of an ending here. And you're just growing into somebody that you're supposed to be on a spiritual level, and it's just taking a leap of faith. This is your card as well. This is Uranus. So there is some kind of shake-up energy, some kind of shake-up of traditional energy so that you can grow up, and there's some kind of social mission here. Again, I'm seeing someone who works with children. And possibly works with their hands, some kind of, you guys, literally some of you guys are going to make great yoga and mindfulness teachers where you teach kids some kind of impulse control or like some kind of technique to help them manage their like lower primal natures. And literally, you guys, this is the Leo card, and it's like calming the lion. This is such a Leo Aquarius axis card. Like, she's like, shh, calm down, honey. Crazy. What is up with this fate card? That is way too many. But I did see leadership. It's fated for you to feel this way. Oppressed by tradition. Again, children, you guys. It's fated that you guys are doing something with children. You're analyzing your own childhood in some way, or you're analyzing the past and the things that kind of keep people oppressed. The way that whatever is oppressing people, that's what you are gonna, honestly, with that energy of Aquarius, which is Saturn ruled in Vedic, Saturn's gonna start attacking, like I've been getting this from Alyssa Trahan, like in one of her videos, she talks about the age of Aquarius, and one of the interesting things she said about Saturn is that nobody really counts on Saturn as kind of going after the things that need to break down in order to bring about karma, but that's what it's doing. And Saturn through Aquarian energy is really starting to do that, wrapping up cycles. This is Saturn right there. Boom. I didn't even see that. In order to have some kind of victory through knowledge and realization. This is the most Aquarian thing I've ever seen. So this is really big energy. I feel like, and this, you know, this thing seems big. Maybe, I feel like we've seen this energy kind of come through. You guys have been undergoing some kind of transformative process, but it's either ramping up, you're becoming more aware of it. There's some kind of a renewal to your own soul's mission. You are seeing the world through spiritual eyes. If you guys have been working primarily on the mundane realm, that is something that you're putting in your back pocket for now because spirit is demanding your attention. So it might mean that you guys have to isolate and pull back from some more external things in order for you guys to get on the same page with spirit so you can take right and proper action, inspired action in the world, because I really feel a lot of you guys are called to work with this younger generation and help them get a handle on their emotions, on their primal selves, and really grow from that lion into that person, really embody those Aquarian lessons for people, because you guys have already done it. You've already or you are doing it. You're in process of doing it. So you have a lot of wisdom to share. It's just a matter of kind of surfacing yourself. But I feel like you've been steeping. The universe has kind of steeped you in your own juice. Sorry. So that you have this. This is actually really, really beautiful. It's so hopeful for the future. Thank you guys for incarnating. Thank you for carrying the mantle of Aquarius at this time. It's huge. It's huge. A lot of you guys are releasing your own karma through this service. So thank you. Bye, guys.